Let's get it, MP.
Get after it, MP.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on Well, Grant, before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Here's Lyles. And here's Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Muscling it home, Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. Williams and Vucevic are inside. MP is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Butler. His last outing, he had 20. Out to Rose. Puts up a 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Brooklyn. He's been working with his assistant coaches, trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Clowney pulls it in.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Thomas against LaVine. Thomas passes to Lyles. Johnson with it. And here's Thomas from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Johnson against MP. Driving in. And MP throws it down hard.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Misses from short range.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Thomas passes to Lyles. Back to Thomas. Beyond the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
In constant motion off ball, Thomas finds a soft spot and trusts the ball will find him back.
Rose with the bucket.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Johnson against Butler. To the inside. Clowney, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at San Antonio, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Chicago, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Now here's Butler. Yet to see a basket. Thomas outside. Shoots over Levine. Thomas misses. Chicago trailing here. Rose outside. Oh, sweet move. Brooklyn pulls it in. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Now here's Butler. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Vucevic. Sinks it from distance.
You got to guard that big man from deep. Vooch, he can definitely splash from any spot.
Johnson passes to Lyles. Thomas with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come. You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
Joe's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's MP. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Vucevic has got 6. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Thomas passes to Lyles. Johnson on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range. Lyles has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Lyles, the pass to Thomas. Back to Lyles. Levine with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. On the wing, MP. Covered by Joe. Rose into the lane. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains a step.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Lyles. He's got 5. Thomas outside. 3-pointer. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on MP. All right, guys, let's get your take on. Chicago leading by 9. On the court for Chicago, we've got Zach LaVine. He's out there with MP. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Butler. And it's Phillips in at the 4.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
To the right side. To the middle. Pass to Whitehead. Shot clock at 6. Joe with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. Whitehead. That shot missing.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Now here's Rose. He's closely guarded. Picked by Vucevic. MP with a step. And MP throws it down hard.
The young buck, MP, taking off there.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now here's Joe, covered by MP. Turner passes to Joe. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Levine. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Clowney. Outside Joe. Here's Whitehead. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Rose. Tightly guarded. Oh, MP with the hammer.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Whitehead. Now Joe. The 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
You see that youthful exuberance from MP on that finish.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Williams has checked in for Chicago. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You take a look at Rose. If he can keep raking in the votes and hold on to his number 4 spot, he'll make the cut for the contest for sure.
And I see no reason why he shouldn't. And frankly, I think he's got a pretty good shot at wowing the judges and winning the whole thing.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
2 physical points from MP, and you know he'll continue developing his strength.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Nets trail by 19. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Shamet, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Whitehead passes to Turner. Shoots over Vucevic. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 7.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
MP scanning the floor. On the take. Pass to Butler. Let's go with a 3. Butler on the wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Shamet. Pulls it from the top of the key. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rose outside. Pass to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Now Rose. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
Nets trail by 19. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Shamet. Pass to Whitehead. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's MP. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Isaiah Joe. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Levine. Picked by Vucevic. And MP throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Nets trail by 18. Here's Lyles. He's got 5. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Rose, the pass to Williams. Back to MP, and stolen by Gobert. Outside Joe. Pass to Gobert. Now Thomas. Here's Lyles. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, phenomenal block by MP. You just can't afford to throw up anything weak around him.
Clowney, he's checked in for Joe. Here's Thomas, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. MP with it. That's 29 for him. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And here we can check out the story for MP.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
Whitehead, he's checked in for Clowney. Here's Lyles, guarded by Rose. Pass to Gobert. Here's Whitehead. Picked by Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Rudy on the lob.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Picked by Smith. MP with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Lyles, the pass to Johnson. Thomas outside. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Johnson. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And MP throws it down.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Nets trail by 17. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Here's the floater. Thomas misses. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's MP. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Whitehead. And we've got 1:18 left in the second. And the shot goes down.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And the Bulls making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Brooklyn shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Lyles, the pass to Gobert. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Jalen Smith. Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Brooklyn making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in. So he gets them both.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
And MP throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Gobert. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
There's a screen. Here's Rose. And MP throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. They wanted some real oomph down low, and Rudy Gobert is here to deliver. A guy you can trust to completely own the paint on the defensive end. This instantly makes them a tough matchup for smaller teams.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Nets.
I hate the shots they're taking.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
They've got Rudy Gobert, Cam Thomas out there with Johnson, and it's Lyles in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Gobert with a screen on MP. Gobert with the bucket. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
The kick out to Williams. That three's off the mark. Nets trail by 16. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point
And good! There's another!
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, he's now 5th in number of 40-point games over a single season.
Oh, one of the more bankable scores this league has seen. You have to marvel at his consistency. Outside Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And MP throws it down hard.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
And the Nets shooting 37% from the floor at this point. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Johnson passes to Lyles. Here's Clowney. Williams defending. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
MP drives in. Here's Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There is an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances. Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
Tipped. And now the Bulls in transition. Throws it up high.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Levine against Thomas. Pass to Lyles. From about 16. MP outside. Levine with it. Back to Rose. Pick by Vucevic. Rose into the lane. And he goes right over Rudy Gobert. Slams it down.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Joe's checked in for Brooklyn. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. Number 1, the Bulls.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Joe on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Back to Joe. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by MP. That one's good for 2. Thomas has got 13 now.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
MP up top. Covered by Joe. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Levine. Lays it up and banks it in.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
It's Thomas on the wing. It's rebounded by Levine.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Joe. And MP throws it down hard.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Outside Joe. Thomas outside. Charity stripe shot. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Now, be careful because he is a rhythm scorer. Thomas has been locked and loaded all night with a full clip.
Back to Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Rebounded by the Nets. Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Outside Joe. Now here's Gobert. Covered by Vucevic. And the basket by Joe.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Butler passes to Rose. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take. Chicago has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Driving inside. Joe grabs the miss. Pass to Turner. Releases. The putback. And so it's Chicago up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been all. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Buzelis. Javon Carter is out there with MP. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Phillips in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Joe to the wing on the left. MP with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for Chicago, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Picked by Vucevic. Rose against Turner. Now here's Rose. Tight defense on him. Oh, MP throws it down.
Wow, the athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. Outside Joe. Knocks it down from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
MP drives it. And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Pass to Whitehead. There's a screen by Turner. The 3-ball. Whitehead can't get it to go. Whitehead's gotten 3 of his 9 shots to fall so far. Into the lane. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Good game, MP. You earned that one. Good job, MP. I see. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
MP!
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season.
I want to focus on my playmaking. It's always been a strength of mine, but I feel like I can take it to another level.
Yep.
I agree.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every...
MP in the house.
Everything good, MP?
MP.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Then it's Dereck Lively. Then there's Doncic. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. MP out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for those not following the latest buzz, a new target has been set up by MP to collect more assists than anyone on teams they face.
And all the hype around this means we should expect to see MP controlling the ball for most of their possessions. He will have to have his head on a swivel on passing and creating scoring opportunities.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Kevin, before the game, MP and I talked about the importance of good ball movement. He said, I try to involve my teammates wherever I can. If a guy's got a good look, it's my job to get it to him. You know how valuable that is to our team chemistry. That's how we win. So he'll be dropping some dimes tonight, I'm sure, guys.
You know, that kind of basketball is so fun to watch. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. 4 on the clock. It's Butler that time on the assist by MP.
Butler is a selective three-point shooter, but he'll knock them down if he gets a quality look.
Here's Grimes. The 3 for Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The Mavericks trailer. Here's Grimes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams, a screen on Doncic. To the middle. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
Pass to Grimes. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. The kick outside to Butler. The three-pointer, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Pass to Grimes. Down low. And finished off by Lively.
Love the dunk from Lively, not just settling for the layup.
Doncic against MP. Williams a screen. The drive by MP. The kick outside to Butler. And the Bulls with another miss. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Knocked loose. Thompson left side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for Dallas.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. The kick outside to Butler. MP deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Rose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
Pass to Washington. Now Lively. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Buzelis grabs the board. MP with it. Driving in. McCollum finds Dosunmu. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Drives to the hoop. Buzelis, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Grimes. Scoreless thus far. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Boston put on a show. He ended up with 62 points and did so at a very efficient rate, playing within the flow of the offense. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And it's tied up with that one. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Pass to Marshall. Now here's Hardy. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. The drive by MP. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Now here's Marshall. Defended by Dosunmu.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Hardy passes to Marshall. And they get it back. Goes back up. Basket good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Such an instinctive player. Thompson sees the opportunity and cashes in.
Here's Rose. And MP throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Sinks the triple.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Now, here's MP. 10 points for him.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And so it's Dallas with it. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Mavericks have been... Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Dallas with a change here, too. Brooks checked in for Maxi Kleber. And stolen by NP. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Unbelievable move by MP.
Just doing his solo delivery. MP using his defense to generate his own.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And he drives in. Count that bucket. That's 10 points for Jaden Hardy.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside Rose. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
The Mavericks leading. Hardy passes to Thompson. Powell with a screen on Levine. Thompson for the triple. They get the rebound. And here's Marshall from the arc. No good that time. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Mavericks making a switch here. So it's Chicago now. MP with it. He's got 16. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Rose. Clock at 4. It's MP attacking. Nobody near Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Hardy. No good from outside. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Memphis.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15, and it's in there.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
MP kicks to Levine. To the paint. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Hardy, no good. Chicago trailing here. Williams, a screen on Kleba. Floats it up for Williams. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
For the 3. And that one's good. Hardy's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Bulls trail by 5. Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. The kick outside to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Grimes passes to Doncic. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And here is Doncic. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Dallas moving it around. From downtown. No good that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Chicago needs to get a shot off. Levine can't hit.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Doncic drops the hammer.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column. giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Rose attacking, and MP throws it down hard.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Dallas making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Rose against Doncic. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. So for the Bulls. And so we wrap up the first half. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Chicago Bulls.
They got to tighten things up, man. Turnovers has been a major problem. I'm surprised to see such a lack of focus from them.
This is what.
And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season. And that about wraps it up. And as the
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Dallas. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Thompson. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Dallas leading by 13. And here is Doncic over Levine. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
Here's MP. It's rebound by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson outside from the arc. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Vucevic setting the pick for Rose. Pass to Vucevic. The 3. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Rose against Doncic. Outside Williams. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
MP outside. Vucevic a screen on Doncic. MP passes to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Dallas leading by 21. Here's Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Doncic left side. Over Rose. Doncic no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Outside Rose. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. Inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop it.
Doncic kicks to Washington. Back to Doncic. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. Rose attacking, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Derrick Lively did not like that.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Washington. Now Lively. Thompson outside. Here's the three. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And MP throws it down hard.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Pass to Grimes. Doncic against MP. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Chicago making a switch here. Terry's checked in. Here's Rose. There's the drive. And Rose throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Doncic. That shot is off. Rose with some nice D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tough to match his activity level. MP with that youthful exuberance.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
You know what separates Doncic from most players? He's really calm under pressure. Great poise. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace.
Bulls trail by 16. MP with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Doncic against MP. And there's the drive. Got a piece of it.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Washington passes to Lively. Off target from outside. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. MP against Doncic. And Rose throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Dallas moving it around. Dallas again missing. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Butler sets a screen for Rose. What a move, MP.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Williams. Buzelis comes in for Butler. And it's Dosumu in for Zach LaVine. Here's Rose. Takes it inside. And MP throws it down hard.
Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Hardy. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And obviously carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Rose and the dunk by MP.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
To the inside. And finished off by Lively.
If you're looking for a rim runner, Derrick Lively is your guy.
Here's Rose finding the lane, and Rose throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Inside. Pass to Lively. Now here's Hardy. Covered by MP. Fires the 3. Rebound by Smith. Bulls trail by 10. Good, that's another bucket.
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the singles season 40-point game list. And stolen by MP by himself. And Rose throws it down hard.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Now here's Kleba. He has 6. Stewart passes to Hardy. Clock at 6. Down low, here's Marshall, and he banks in the layup. Marshall's got his first basket of the night.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Now here's MP. Not a lot of room. It's hauled in by Stewart. Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Hardy. Now here's Stewart. Defended by Dosunmu. And that one's good. Hardy.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
MP keeping his teammates engaged.
Dallas has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Stewart passes to Lively. Pass to Marshall. Out to the wing. Now Stewart. Here's Marshall. Here's Hardy. No good on the triple. On the wing, MP. And he has 42. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, power move by MP. Could have been an and one there.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Hardy. To the wing on the left. At 3, Marshall. Tries yet again. And it's Lively laying it in. Lively's got 10 points in the game. And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 9 points. Driving inside. And MP throws it down hard.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And MP throws it down hard.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flight.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Chicago making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Dosunmu, and it's Rose in for C.J. McCollum. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Rose is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Grimes. Doncic with a screen on LaVine. Here's Grimes. Here's Washington. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work.
Again, what an avalanche!
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out. Pass to Washington. Doncic outside, 5 to shoot. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Rose. Now LaVine beyond the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Grimes passes to Thompson. Now Lively. Pass to Washington. Doncic with it. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Outside Rose. Outside Butler. Rose against Doncic. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Vucevic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls. And here's Doncic from the arc. The offensive rebound. Washington passes to Doncic. Over Rose. To take the lead. Doncic very comfortable down low.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And MP throws it down hard.
Huge bucket by MP. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one went down.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Lively. And here's Thompson. Dallas moving it around. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Rose throws it down.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Pass to Grimes. Thompson with it. Here's Grimes. Defended by Dosunmu. Grimes with the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Grimes has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Vucevic a screen on Doncic. Rose attacking. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Shot by Grimes. No good. The Bulls shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. MP against Doncic. Outside Rose. Going inside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Pass to Grimes. Williams against Washington. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another three for Dallas.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Vucevic setting the pick for Rose. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Rose. Williams, a screen on Doncic. The drive by MP. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here he goes. Here's Dosunmu. Nails the tray.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Doncic against MP. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Oh, off target. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Here's Rose. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Washington. Stripped away. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Good game. Great win tonight, MP. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago ones?